day begins with order on a long line deck. Order is the first layer of safety.
Leaving port is a commitment. Once the lines are in, the sea becomes the schedule.
Out past the breakwater, comfort disappears. What remains is preparation and endurance.
Finding giant oarfish is not luck. It is reading depth, structure, and the subtle patterns of life.
The clues are small at the surface, but small clues can lead to heavy fish.
Depth and structure are the giant oarfish's home. The crew aims the gear where weight lives.
A long line set is a promise stretched across miles. It must be placed cleanly, with no second chances.
Edges gather life. Predators gather where life gathers. A good crew does not need shouting. It needs timing.
Tracking keeps miles of line from becoming a lost day. Industrial fishing is repetition.
Industrial fishing is repetition. Repetition only works when the first setup is correct.
When the deck is ready, the crew can focus on what matters: drops, bites, and heavy fights. Bait quality starts with temperature. Warm bait fails faster, and the ocean punishes failure.
Uniform bait means uniform fishing. Industrial work depends on consistency.
A hook is only steel. Bait gives it purpose, scent, and the shape a giant oarfish will commit to.
The set is a moving assembly line. Every baited hook that drops is a question sent into the deep. Down here, the gear waits like a trap set with patience. The giant oarfish does not sprint. It advances like certainty.
One inhale can move a whole plan. This fish hunts with pressure and surprise.
Tension is the first message the surface will eventually read.
Circle hooks set by mechanics. Clean mechanics keep control and reduce chaos.
Industrial scale means more than one fish. When the grounds are right, multiple heavy predators arrive.
One fish is a fight. Two fish at once becomes production.
Multiple hookups spread tension across the set. The deck will feel it later.
On the surface, the ocean finally gives a hint. Something heavy has taken the bait.
This fish uses depth as leverage. The line must hold steady under load.
A clean hook set is not the end. It is the beginning of a battle of endurance.
A float can't show the fish, but it can show the weight.
Not every fish commits, but enough will. That is how a set becomes a haul.
Hesitation is part of hunting. The bait must last long enough to win the decision.
A productive set is not one fight at a time. It is overlapping chances.
Now the waiting ends. The haul will reveal how many questions the ocean answered. This is where discipline matters most. Heavy tension meets heavy machinery. The bait profile is meant to last. It has to survive curiosity long enough to trigger commitment. Mechanics replace drama. A clean turn is how the hook finds its hold. The set is loaded. The deck will not haul one fish. It will haul a sequence.
This is the signal every crew watches for. Production at scale.
Giant oarfish are built like armor and muscle. Pulling that mass upward will take time and teamwork.
The first pull is cautious. On heavy fish, Caution prevents mistakes that hurt people.
A clean set holds. Now, the question is endurance.
The ocean doesn't show the fish, it shows the strain.
This is the moment the crew hopes for. Not one fish, but a run.
Alignment keeps the system safe. Now the hull can build speed without building chaos.
The fight is not hidden anymore. When a heavyweight reaches the surface, the deck must stay calm. They guide the ocean inch by inch into a controlled landing. No rushing, no chaos.
On a wet deck, heavy fish and heavy machinery demand perfect coordination. Landing is success, but it is also risk.
The crew survives by keeping the landing calm and deliberate.
Industrial hauling means overlap. One fish is secured while the next is already on its way.
This is what scale looks like. More than one fight happening at the same time.
The fight is not hidden anymore. When a heavyweight reaches the surface, the deck must stay calm.
They guide the ocean inch by inch into a controlled landing. No rushing, no chaos.
On a wet deck, heavy fish and heavy machinery demand perfect coordination.
Landing is success, but it is also risk. The crew survives by keeping the landing calm and deliberate.
Industrial hauling means overlap. One fish is secured while the next is already on its way.
The machine keeps moving. The crew keeps pace because stopping creates danger.
Precision turns power into control. Without control, power becomes hazard.
A big day is not only fish, it is records that protect the business and the crew.
Clean footing prevents accidents. On a wet deck, cleanliness is part of survival. The fight is not hidden anymore. When a heavyweight reaches the surface, the deck must stay calm.
They guide the ocean inch by inch into a controlled landing. No rushing, no chaos.
Industrial hauling means overlap. One fish is secured while the next is already on its way.
Landing is success, but it is also risk.
The crew survives by keeping the landing calm and deliberate. Industrial hauling means overlap. One fish is secured while the next is already on its way.
On a wet deck, heavy fish and heavy machinery demand perfect coordination.
On a wet deck, heavy fish and heavy machinery demand perfect coordination.
This is not a normal catch.
A giant oarfish belongs to the deep, and the crew treats it like a living mystery, not a prize.
Even at the surface, it looks fragile. The crew slows down because care matters more than speed.
Some victories are not about keeping. They are about witnessing, recording, and letting go safely.
Tagging turns a rare encounter into knowledge.
Knowledge is how humans win without harming what they do not understand.
The deep takes its giant back. The crew keeps the story, and the ocean keeps the fish.
One encounter is rare. 2 in a day means the ocean is showing something unusual.
And the crew must stay steady.
Industrial work usually means harvest.
Fish after fish, this deck is built for strength. The crew proves that it is also built for control.
Giant oarfish are built like armor and muscle. Pulling that mass upward will take time and teamwork.
Some stories end with a landing. This one ends with a return to the deep.
When the gear comes back clean, it means the crew kept control from start to finish.
Order at the end protects the next trip. That is how professionals outlast the sea.
The ocean tested them with something strange. They answered with discipline.
Resilience is not a single moment. It is the ability to adapt when the sea changes the rules.
They came for a routine haul. They leave with a rare encounter and the confidence to handle the unexpected.
Back at port, the story becomes evidence. Footage, logs, and a tag signal heading into the deep.
Gear recovered means lessons saved.
Data is how the deep becomes less unknown.
Even when the danger is over, habits keep the crew ready for the next one.
Seeing it again on a screen does not make it less real. It makes it more important.
Sometimes the ocean offers a glimpse of something almost never seen.
The crew's job is to respect it, not exploit it.
A documentary is built on proof.
Today's proof is a ribbon of silver disappearing back into blue.
Victory is not loud. It is completing the job without losing control. They faced risk, machinery, and the unknown deep.
They came back with everyone safe and the story intact.
Now the deep will speak later through signals. Patience continues even after the boat stops.
The strongest people are not the loudest. They are the ones who adapt and come home safe.
The oarfish returns to the deep, but the story continues, measured in distance, depth, and time. Some battles are fought with force. Others are won with restraint, respect, and the courage to let go.
Out here, danger never disappears. The crew survives by staying disciplined when it matters most. The sea will always be bigger.
But humans can still win by preparation, teamwork,
And respect for what lives in the deep.
Victory is the story intact.
Sea Titan's Pursuit, a legacy of the deep.